To whoever is on this frequency, listen good and listen well, for I am about to tell you the fate that awaits a woman who wakes up naked from top to bottom. She is bound by a contraption. Her body is spread wide open. Her nose has been stitched closed, thus she wouldn't be able to use them. A modified retractor is inserted into her mouth between her teeth, forcing her to open them. Her long hair is twisted onto a mechanical device. Her waist is bound by chains, connected to a hoist in front of her. Her arms are bound by couplings attached to a chain and into the mechanical device as well. This mechanical device is run by a powerful electric hoist, and in a few minutes' time, if she fails to stop it, one by one, this device will force her body to bend backwards, breaking her joints, neck, and spine. It will not kill her instantly, though it will cause her excruciating pain. But why is she in such an ordeal? Let me tell you why. This woman is a psychiatrist. Her name is Katrina Reyes. She has a perfect body, and she knows how to use it well. She works in a very exclusive hospital, a place where every part of the human body, a person's life, is tagged with a price. She's very passionate with her work, but instead of curing her patients, she uses her profession to worsen their condition. A gold digger, a high-class whore, her luxurious lifestyle requires her to use her mouth to deceive people and her patients. A professional for the corrupt minds, putting wives, mothers, the innocents to be locked away into asylums. She uses her body to lure the rich and powerful into committing adultery, in which she poisons her prey after she's done with them. Her actions resulted into many deaths. Some died in the asylum through maltreatment. Some died by committing suicide. Mostly died from the medications she injected to her patients, not to mention the men she killed. She destroyed many lives, homes, families, and marriages. She always thought that they deserved what happened to them. She never felt guilty. She never felt remorse. Because of her beauty, she never got caught. The victims never got justice. Until now. Above her are two switches. To the left is freedom, and to the right is live. In order to pull the switches, she has to reach them. But how? Tonight, her mouth will be her salvation. The device in her mouth is connected to a gearbox. A counter is set to a certain number of turns in order for the lock to be released. She will need to bite the retractor repeatedly. One by one, it will release her contraptions, but she will have to make haste, or else her body will be bent in a very uncomfortable way. The timer begins. The device turns. The left arm started to pull backwards. Confusion and panic sets in. She starts to close her mouth, turning the counter. It hurts her. The steel grinds her perfect teeth. The gears begin to move. Slowly, the lock in her left arm opens, but she wasn't biting hard enough. Her left arm continues to bend. It's almost at an awkward angle, until she felt a snap. Her left arm is dislocated. She screams of agony, yet she continues to bite down. The cufflink unlocks. She's able to free her left arm. The mechanical device stops moving, giving her time to recover. She now has the chance to pull the left switch. Freedom is but an arm's reach. Even with her dislocated shoulder, she raised her arm and tried to grab it, and she did. She pulls the switch, releasing her from the contraption, or so she thought. Instead, a monitor turns on, revealing all the bad things she did. all the photos and names of her victims, all the drugs she illegally made them take, the men that she used just to satisfy her wants, her needs, her obsession. The footage is streamed live with her as the subject. Her corrupt ways are over. The truth has set her free. The device turns again, pulling her right leg backwards. She started biting again and again, but her jaws are getting tired, making her bite slower. Her gums bleed. She cries in torment. She can't bear the pain. Her right leg continues to bend in a very awkward angle until it snaps, dislocating the femur from her hip. Her leg is twisted. Her foot is right beside her head. It is a wonder how the human body manages to keep itself from dying, even with extreme injuries. She screams from the intense agony. She can't even curse to help her ease her suffering. The gears continue to turn, but survival kicks in. She continues to bite down. Her right arm is now being forced backwards. She wants to survive. Her mouth bleeds profusely. She bites repeatedly until she felt another snap, dislocating her shoulder once more. Although the lock is released, her right arm falls off. The machine stops, giving her the time she needs to reach the right switch to live. Her body trembles in fear and pain. She manages to pull it, releasing a syringe labeled with a heart-shaped sign. She gets the idea and grabs the syringe, turning on the machine once more. But this time, the device is turning faster. At the same time, her head, left leg, and waist begins to bend. Without hesitation, she stabs the syringe into her heart and presses the plunger. Her heart races, her pupils dilate, her breathing speeds up, giving more oxygen to her muscles. She went berserk, her eyes bulges. She screamed like she never screamed before. She bites faster, harder, striking the two metal bars together. She managed to release her left leg, little by little. She is making progress. The effects of the adrenaline is giving her an upper hand. She bites down hard, again and again, breaking her teeth in the process. Like a mad animal, she's practically chewing the steel bars. She gargles blood. She's fighting for her life. She wants to live. She successfully released her head from the contraption. She coughs the blood off her throat, giving her a slight relief. Her jaws are spasming, yet she continued to bite the retractor and turn the counter. The chains to her waist is pulling forward. She used her arms to pull the chain, trying to stop it from tearing her in half. Her mouth bleeds. She continues to bite down. The counter is nearly depleted, but suddenly, her jaw locks in place, leaving the counter at the last digit. She can't close her mouth any longer. Time is running out. She's going to die. She has to do something. At any moment, her body will reach its limit. She gathers what's left in her consciousness. With all what's left of her strength, she used both her disjointed arms to force and close her jaws, breaking them out of place. The counter reaches 0. The device unlocks like a rag doll. She falls down to the ground. She made it. She was able to release herself from the contraption. However, her lumbar spine has been completely torn from her pelvis. The people saw what happened. Will they feel pity? Will they feel anger? Did she deserve this punishment? No more victims. No more marriages to break. No more lives to destroy. No more men to abuse. Even with the adrenaline in her system, she can't move. She can't speak. She can't move her body. She will never walk again. She will never be beautiful again. Like her mind, her body is now twisted. There will always be those who will replace her. but she will serve as an example, or they may wake up inside an empty room and find themselves trapped.